Let's begin with all that's happening in Karnataka. Very dramatic exit that happened yesterday. BS Yediyurappa has resigned after a very emotional farewell speech. But now the focus is on who next. Who's going to be the next Chief Minister of Karnataka? Who will get the throne in the state? Well, at this point, hectic parleys are going on. Discussions are happening and BJP observers will be making their way to Bengaluru. A major rejig in the state cabinet is also on the cards. Sources tell India Today that BJP wants fresh faces in the renewed Karnataka cabinet. This means that a number of senior ministers could be dropped from the state cabinet. The BJP central leadership is also likely to replace at least 2 of the 3 deputy chief ministers in Karnataka. The BJP National General Secretary in charge of the state of Karnataka, Arun Singh, is arriving in Bengaluru this morning. You also got Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, who will be arriving in Bengaluru, and they're going to be, in all likelihood, the 2 central observers for Karnataka. Meanwhile, BL Santosh, BJP National General Secretary, who was in Delhi, is back in Bengaluru, and there's a lot of speculation that he too is in the running for the CM throne. He's one of the front runners in the race on who will be Yediyurappa's successor. So at this point, a lot of speculation on really the next Karnataka Chief Minister. It could take a couple of days really for us to get answers on exactly who it's going to be. Let me take this across to Nolan Pinto. He's joining us live from Bengaluru with the latest updates. Nolan, good morning. Exit is done, but the bigger task now is for the BJP to find an able successor. What are the factors that the BJP will keep in mind while taking this decision?
Well, good morning, Akshita. It's going to be a hectic 2 to 3 days, but everyone is sure that the BJP will not delay this much further, keeping in mind that administration has to go on. The government, the state can't be in this flux. Now, what we're told is this. Arun Singh in Delhi itself has stated that a parliamentary board meeting will first take place. Thereafter, senior leaders will arrive in the city over here as observers and get ready to organize the BJP legislative party, where on the basis of consensus, now we must remember all the MLAs will be taken together, they will speak to all of them, and on the basis of consensus they will choose the next chief minister of Karnataka. Now, important factors that will be looked into will be the caste combination. They will look into caste, they will look into experience, and also we must remember that whoever is chosen will have to be able to take everyone along, take the party forward, and also winnability factor, the ability to actually bring the party back to power in 2023, that is 2 years later, when the state election will take place. So all these issues will be looked into. So hectic parleys will take place today. And in all this, they cannot forget BS Yediyurappa, because they will have to bring him and take him along in whatever they do. They need him. They need to keep the Lingayats also happy. The Seers also sort of pacified, keeping in mind that Yediyurappa has been dropped as the Chief Minister.
That's right. The BJP has their task cut out for them, and we'll see how really they deal with these issues. Nolan, thank you for those details. But who is in the running for the Chief Minister post? Who will succeed BS Yediyurappa? Well, there is a caste factor that's involved. First, with regards to the Lingayat face, Basavaraj Bommai is the current Karnataka Home Minister, a very close aide of BS Yediyurappa. He hails from the Janta Parivar, so that is why he is in the running for the CM post. Again, he's a Lingayat, so that means that you won't really end up angering the community because of exit. Murugesh Nirani, the Karnataka Mines Minister, he's again from the prominent Panchamshali Lingayat sect. Very important again. So if the BJP is looking to really appease the Lingayat community, ensure there's no fire because of Yediyurappa's ouster and his resignation, they could consider these 2 leaders. Also, Arvind Bellad, 2-time MLA. He's a very young face and has the backing, very importantly, of the Sangh. The Sangh has already sent across some names to the BJP High Command on who they believe should be endorsed for the CM face. Now, it's not just Lingayats who are in the offing right now, who are the front runners. Vokkaligas also could come in. C.T. Ravi, the BJP National General Secretary, essentially known as the blue-eyed boy of the RSS. He's known to be very close to the BJP Organizational Secretary BL Santosh. Besides that, he's known, of course, to court controversy on several issues. He's also in the running for the CM post. Then you have Ashwath Narayan. He's one of the Deputy Chief Ministers of Karnataka. He's considered to be a modern, neutral face, someone who gets along with all leaders. So if the BJP doesn't really want to ruffle any feathers and ensure they have someone who's neutral and accepted by everyone, Ashwath Narayan could be the way to go. So these are the front runners currently for the CM post.